Hey there, welcome back to the Dirt Bike Dave channel. Today, as you see the title, I'm out here testing the 300cc kit that I put on my Kayo K6 R. This is the second time I've had the bike out, so 2 weekends in a row, which is kind of uncommon for me, but I was able to pull it off. And yeah, so the first time I was just kind of taking it about 3/4 throttle and kind of lugging it a bit, because 300 gives you more torque, a little bit better down low. That's the biggest thing I noticed. I'm not saying that it won't increase, sorry, trying to get that in there. I'm not saying it won't increase your top end. I just, you know, I'm a guy that never gets to the top of anything. I don't tend to ring them out that much. But I am going to try a different kind of riding style today. Last time purposely was trying to keep it low and kind of grunting around the track. Today I'm going to kind of ride how I normally ride. As a lot of you know, I grew up on 2-stroke, so you ride a different kind of way than 4-strokes. I'm not been a big proponent of the 4-stroke, if I'm honest with you. It's taken me a while to kind of learn it, and I'm always messing with this dang thing, my Kayo back here, as you see. Be it suspension or motor, I'm always tinkering. That's kind of my thing. I like to work on bikes. I like to be mechanical. And I just like to play around, change things, try things. So anyways, you know, there will be included ride video here today. I'll film some, and yeah, so 58-year-old here pretty soon. In January I'll be 58, so 57 today. Almost 2 years on the Kayo with essentially no problems. That's another thing I wanted to kind of just touch on real quick today. I can't think of anything other than a couple of bolts that have, one snapped because it seized. That's kind of on me. I tried using a impact wrench on it, and it was kind of tight, and it snapped the head off. I was able to, it was the top shock mount, and I was able to just knock it out and get another one, no big deal. It didn't mess up a ride day. You know, yeah, I've done suspension stuff, but you know, I've been as high as 215 pounds, and right now I'm at 205 today. I've been trying to eat better and lose a little bit of weight, realizing that this bike is, you know, it's heavy stock. So yeah, you know, I switched the front forks to Shawa just because I had them laying around. Why not use them and try them? They did fit. They're 47 millimeters off an older CR, like 2005, 2006 CR 450. I've had a couple different shock springs on the back. I still think that's kind of something that we're trying to figure out. Joe Henner, that is, has revalved it for me, and I think it's as close as it's been, but I'm not running. I mean, I think it's pretty dang good. It's not that bad. The thing that kind of is weird is it sits low, and I'm running 75 millimeters of sag, which is like ridiculous. It's not the norm. You know, norm is like 100 to 118, 115. But that's what works for this bike. I don't know why. That just is. I'm going to try a different shock that's coming. I'm not going to say any more about it till it comes. That'll be its own kind of video. But you don't have to do any of this stuff, guys. This is me being a tinkerer. I want to say that clearly. If you just ride off-road, especially if you just ride off-road, they have the GPX K6 EFI, which that's a ride and go. I mean, you buy it, you don't really have to do a whole lot. This is the motocross version, the K6 R. They came out with one now in 2023 that has all the upgrades that I've done. So fork and shock have been now changed to KYB. That's some of the best stuff you can buy. They have the SSS, I think it's called SSS, YZ copy. this, you know, some of the best you can buy for stock components in the with the 2023. Then they did the pumper style carb, which I don't have. I have a regular vacuum kind of pull carburetor, and they changed the mapping, they changed the timing, the port timing. They did some things to really bring the motor up in 2023 to 37. I may be at 37 or 36 around there, because I have porting. I have the 300 now, which may even be over 36 or 37 with the 300. It makes a different kind of power, but yeah, I may be there. Anyways, long and short of it, I haven't had any real issues with this K6 R 250, and I've enjoyed it. And you know, when you're talking about value, when you're trying to get, when we live in such times where things are so costly, I think this is a pretty good value. And I also think, you know, I'm mentioning another video here. GPX has two bikes that I think are really valuable. They have a air-cooled 250 for trail riding, which I think is a great value and super reliable, and you can do lots of upgrades to that one. And they just recently came out with a 2-stroke 300. It's billed as an enduro or off-road bike, but I think some people are going to start messing with it as a motocross bike. Joe Henner's already messed with it some, and he loves it, so I'd love to get my hands on one of them, and I'm hopeful that I will be able to. But anyways, that's it, guys. You will see, like I said, I will have some ride footage of today riding with the new 300, opening it up a little bit and riding a little bit different kind of style today. And I will check you on the next one. So back out here at NCNT, testing the 300 big bore kit. I've ridden it a couple times already today. They've just freshly watered the track, so I had a break. Definitely noticed more low-end torque, so it's definitely more capable. It's all up to me now, really. Gonna get some film, get this guy out of the way. Crazy two-stroke dude. Gonna go outside this time, see if it's a little different. Woo! Down to third. Grabs fourth. Still in fourth. Kind of lugging it. I'm gonna go down. I like this a little better down here. Kind of more what I know. That one feels much better with more torque coming out of that corner. A little wide here. Woo! More speed than I can handle. Holy shit, this thing's ripping. there's a way. There it is. Sometimes I get lost. There was a couple laps at NCNP on the 300. Sometimes finding neutral is a bitch. Alright. So, one thing I noticed today, which I didn't notice last time, and I think it just has to do with how much effort I'm giving, how much throttle. The ability for the bike to have more torque down low and more snappy throttle response is helping me get some lift on some of these jumps that I wasn't getting before. I wouldn't say I got perfect form and I'm downsizing them, but much easier than before to at least get the front wheel over the knuckle of some of these jumps. And if you're asking, well, why don't I do all the jumps? Well, I'm old. I'm 57 years old right now. I had a couple bad crashes here, and it was from coming up short, the front wheel diving and hitting the knuckle, and me going over the bars. So I do have a bit of fear at this place, but it's also my favorite place. I love getting air. I actually like it. So I can't imagine ever getting to the point where I wouldn't jump a jump, or at least try. So these are kind of safe. They're tabletops mostly. Yeah, so I actually think the 300 with some suspension work that Joe has given me, you know, has given me that extra, I don't know, 10% maybe. It's helping out. And you know, once you get in your mind that the bike is capable, then your mind lets you go. And you know, most things are mind over matter and skill. You know, I still have to get some. You know, I definitely got to get used to 4 strokes. I got to get some more skill. Lacking there a little bit. But, yeah, so I think I'm pleasantly surprised. Last week I didn't feel it as much, but I wasn't opening the throttle as much because I was still kind of breaking the bike in. I had things that were going wrong, you know, just from my setup. I know I told you that I had an air boot come disconnected, so you know that's pretty damn scary when you lose power going over a jump or landing from one. So yeah, anyways, that's about all I'm gonna say from here today. I don't know if I'll film any more. You guys have seen this so much, I'm sure it gets old, but yeah, so keep having fun, guys. Ride your bikes. Motocross is life, man, and I'll catch you on the next one.